We are live now, aren't we? Aren't we live right now? Isn't that when we are live right now? We are just, oh god, I was speaking to nobody for like a whole what, 5 minutes? Oh god, I'm a great man. Praise me, praise me, praise me, yeah. Praise me in the morning, in the noon time. I got you. I got you. Okay. I'm just gonna sit around until someone comes up in chat and says what's up, to which I'll say what's up, and then I'll start playing. Actually, you know what? While I sit around and wait for you, and have Grand Theft Auto Vice City, my favorite game, open, might as well sit around and start playing. While I can. Wait. Oh no, it's using my speaker. No. All right, fine. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just gonna play on my. Oh, let me just. I just realized I did not. Audio is probably terrible. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, switched off my fan and everything. I'm gonna die in this heat, but you know what? At least my audio won't be bad. At least my audio won't be bad. Okay. Oh, when was the last time? I don't even remember where we were. Anyway, I know what we're gonna do today. I'll start playing for a while, and why is my? Oh, I'll have to restart, won't I? Yeah, my controller's just okay. Yeah, I'll have to restart. What a scam! What a scam! Anyway, no one's here. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Uh, yeah, I haven't uploaded in a while, and I feel a little bit guilty, but not too guilty because, uh, you know, I just have better things to do. No offense to you guys who watch my videos, but if I was you, I would just watch every single one of my videos, but not make any of them. But I'm not you, I'm me, so I have to make them. Because if I don't make them, then how am I gonna watch them? Is that bad? Is watching your own videos and liking them bad? I like almost all my videos. Some of them are bad, but for the most part, even the popular ones, the Dream one sucked. The Dream one deserved to be unlisted, even though it has 20,000 views. God knows how. I hate the algorithm and I hate Dream. Oh God, he gave me so many views. I hate him for it. No, the reason I hate him is because now my channel is just associated with him, and I mean I wouldn't mind as long if it was getting me views, but it's not because they want more Dream content, and I'm just not a dreamer. Let's steal this bike. Copyrighted music, not falling for that one. No, 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 zero, zero. Sound effects can stay here. MP3 volume boost can, I don't know what that is. Just stay wherever, who cares? Let's look for a taxi. And, oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. I'm new to streaming. I'm not new, but I'm just, haven't done this in a few years. So I'm allowed to not have my audio mixer on screen sometimes, but you guys can't hear this either, can you? Holy shit. How do I pick up? Okay, let's do input capture or output capture. I don't know what. Audio output capture. Let's make a new one and headphones. Okay. And this one's gonna capture my headphone audio. Okay, and let's turn this down a lot. Okay, now let's see how this works. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's not too loud. Unless it isn't. Oh no, that's it. Let's take this one. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you all what we're doing in just a second. Let me look at things. Let's do this. Yeah, if chat becomes really active, I won't be able to look at this, but Yeah, there's no one in chat right now, so I don't think that's too much of a problem to worry about. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. You know what? While no one's here, and before I uh, ruin someone's day, but let me just check if the stream's working. Let me turn it up on my phone and is it working? Yeah, there's no one in chat right now, so okay, it's fine, it's fine. All good, all good. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Oh wait, yeah, I have to do the mission. Which is the no, not this one. Oh, that's the horn. All right. It's just the how do I? What's the? How do I start a mission? This is a break. All right. There's definitely a button for this. I just do not remember what button it was. Or maybe it's two buttons. I don't know. I don't. Is it this one? No, that's the. Bro, I have no idea. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I got it. Get in, loser. We're going to pizza restaurant in Lil Haiti. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just something to have in the background. I was gonna play the taxi driver music while I was the soundtrack from Taxi Driver. Unironically enough, I'm not that creative. Sorry, but yeah. Then I decided, you know what, copyright strike. Not in the mood for one today, so I decided against it. Get out of my way, car. Get out. What is this? Oh, I think if you kill enough people, they don't let you. I mean, they can leave, so I can't commit murders. Ooh, a fair. Get in. Let's go to Peter Bike Emporium. I actually know where this is. I know where we're going, so that's good. Should I switch on? I'll maybe later. I don't really want to. I don't have anything against it. I just don't have my light right now, and that's usually what I use for my face cam. So it's just gonna be really dark because that's just how I live, in the dark. I'm an anti-vaxxer, you know. Yeah, get out of here. Let's kill this dude. He survived. Good for him. Get in. Oh, we're going back to the pizza restaurant. How fun and interesting. I love RNG. Makes for such riveting gameplay, don't you think? Don't you think? Who am I speaking to? There's no one in chat. I could be quiet and it wouldn't matter, but I won't be, because that's not what streaming's about. It's about speaking your mind. No, it's not. It's not. It's absolutely not. Do not speak your mind on YouTube. You will 100% get banned. You know, I had a community guidelines strike. Actually, that's what stopped me from doing YouTube for like at least like 2 years. It's because I was speaking in the fun I was having with YouTube, and I made like a channel Discord. Gauri's here. What's up? Well, it's been a while since you've been here, but you know, it's been a while since I streamed, so you know, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I had a community guideline strike because I made a channel Discord, right? And I'm like, okay, I gotta announce this to my viewers, all 4 of them. So I made like a video. It was titled Discord, but with like a space between each letter. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna make people join my Discord. And it was like, compared to the garbage I used to churn out back then, this was actually not even that bad of a video. It wasn't good by any definition of the word, but you know, I'll tell you what was in it. I think it was just like it was in black and white, and it was this dog or a teddy bear or something saying Discord, join the Discord in the description or something like that. Anyway, I got a community guideline strike for transferring audiences to another platform, because that's totally what I was doing. All 4 of my viewers were gonna follow me on Discord instead of YouTube, and it was gonna ruin Susan Wojcicki's day. So I deserve that community guideline strike, right? Right? Oh god, I hate this so much. No, speak your mind. I am 100% not going to. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. Guys, have you heard of those vaccines they're talking about? You know what they put in that? Do you know what they put in those vaccines? They put nothing. It is water. Okay, no. The joke's taking into. It's actually not even the joke. I can make this joke all the time, and it's just that someone's gonna take this seriously, and well, I just don't want that. And someone's gonna believe the guy playing taxi driver on YouTube. Yeah, Susan Wojcicki is a boomer. That is so true. God, I hate that woman. Vaccines, yikes. Exactly. Imagine being vaccinated. Couldn't be me. And not because I'm too young. Why would that be? I hate how young. I hate how I'm like 17. I could easily get a vaccine. I think I have it in me to get a vaccine. The government just does not trust my abilities. I could be so powerful if I was vaccinated. Think about it. Think about how powerful I could be if I was vaccinated. Against polio. Polio, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. I have... My mind just blanked. Okay, yeah, I was gonna talk about the movies I watched in December. No, not December. September. Why would I talk about movies I watched in December? It's not even December. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, movies I watched in September. Let me pull out the list. Just a second. Get out of my car. What are you doing? Oh, thank God. Let's kill this man because we can. And yeah, get in. Wait, let me pull out my list here of movies I watched in this September. Okay, so on the first of this month, on the first of last month, sorry, I watched The Grand Budapest Hotel, directed by Wes Anderson, and I gave it a 4 out of 5. It's a great movie. Just I do not remember what the story is at all. I think my favorite Wes Anderson. Stop speaking so fast. I can't say a word. My favorite Wes Anderson movie is probably still what's the Darjeeling Limited, and then maybe Moonrise Kingdom. Both of them are, I think, equally good. I didn't like Grand Budapest Hotel as much in comparison because I didn't the story wasn't something very interesting to me, and it was whack in the fun side of way, but yeah, that's really all I can say about it. The cinematography was, as Wes Anderson films go, just as good as all the other ones are, which is fantastic. Great cinematography. That's the only reason. In fact, just for the cinematography, all 4 of the stars, and the giant cast. But yeah, so that and on the same day, I watched Blood Simple, directed by the Coen brothers, also 4 stars. Blood Simple was their first movie, and you can't tell it's their first movie. It seems like the work of like a veteran director. Like, I think it's just as good as Cape Fear, which was made by Martin Scorsese in the 90s, after he'd been active for like 20 years, and it's just as good. And it's like a neo-noir movie about murder and stuff. And just one of those movies that while watching it, I didn't think I'd care about it enough. But after watching it, I find myself thinking about the movie a lot more than I thought I would have, because it's just one of those movies, and it's their first movie, so like just for that, 4 stars is just about. Obviously, it's a little bit slower, which is kind of like a crutch of the whole genre. But I think I liked how they took the slow part of the movie and used it to their advantage. So how slow it is kind of works to how good it is, if that makes sense. Even if I don't normally enjoy really slow movies. But yeah, hold on, let me adjust my mic. I hope this doesn't cause it to mute or anything, because that'd just be embarrassing if I go mute on stream. Hold on. Are we fine? We're fine. Okay, thank God. Are we fine? Yeah, it muted for a second, but I think we are okay. We're okay. Next, I watched these are short films, and on the second, I watched The Graduate. The Graduate's a fun movie. It's as good as they say. It's 4.5 stars, which is mainly because it's funny, and it's supposed to be like a really quintessential movie. And before watching it, I was just like, why is it as big as it is? But it's because the movie was made in the 1960s, and it feels like a movie from the 1990s, which is, that's just saying a lot. That's just saying a lot. Uh, that's The Graduate. And I think the director said that you shouldn't watch the movie until you're graduated, and I'm kind of close, so I think I deserve to watch the. I think I deserve to be allowed, just like a few months. And yeah, it's kind of about like growing up and stuff. And I was watching this video about the movie, and it said something along the lines of how the older you get, the lesser you like the movie. So I think I found it at like a good time. Get a loser. Yeah. Alright. After The Graduate, on 5th I watched Kala Pathar starring Amitabh Bachchan, which is it's much better than I thought it would have been. I'd watched like a bits of it on TV a lot of times, but you gotta watch these movies because they're like 3+ hours long, so it makes sense for a lot of people not to like watch it at a stretch. But you totally should. The entire movie, Kala Pathar. I mean, like before until I watched all of it at once, I didn't realize how like anti-corporate the entire movie is. But and I think that just goes to show how great writers Sanam Javed were to make something so. I'm not gonna say something that has aged so well, because some parts, actually, there's no part of it that hasn't aged well. Oh yeah, shit. I'm not being relatable, am I? I'm not hashtag relatable. No, people don't watch movies. Okay, let's talk about. I had the okay. You know what? I'll wait. The movie notes. When they get here, I'll continue with the rest of this. I completely forgot that most people do not care what I'm talking about. Hold on, listen. Um, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So, do you remember? Do you remember when my brain does not function the way it should? Hold on, I'm short circuiting. Hold on, give me a few seconds. Car, driving, taxi. Don't you hate it when like streamers tell you to stop self-promoting in like the chat, and it's just two people? Maybe that happened to me recently, and it was the funniest thing. I wasn't even mad that I got asked because I wasn't even self-promoting. That's the funniest part. So what happened was they were asking if they should raid someone, and I was like, raid. I'm streaming. I mean, I wasn't streaming, but I was gonna start in like 5 minutes. And keep in mind, I've been in the stream for like roughly 3 hours now. Uh, why was I in the stream for 3 hours? Oh, it's because I knew that person through like a mutual or something, so I was gonna say hi or something. Anyway, I've been in the stream for like 3 hours now. I'm just trying to keep the chat entertained, because I just like Gory does here, just like, yeah, being a nice person and all. Anyway, at the end she's like, she's like, I'm ending the stream, and who do I rate? And I'm like, I'm gonna start streaming soon, and she tells me to stop self-promoting. Like, bro, we are the only people here. Who am I self-promoting to? Who's the audience here that I'm reaching for? Anyway, that was just funny to me. I didn't even mind getting asked not to self-promote. It just fun. The funny concept of it was just like, obviously, spamming your link in like someone's chat is like a shitty thing to do regardless. But this was not that at all. Uh, I like killing the people I transport. It makes me feel good about myself. Net zero of good deeds done, because I took someone where they wanted to go. but I also killed them. So those two things are equally important, and eventually net zero good deeds done. Yeah. Do I tailgate them? I'll tailgate this cop car just because I can. I'm a bad person. I learned how to drive a scooty. Ride the scooty like a. I should have learned a lot, like much earlier, but I didn't. And wait, that's a different story. Hold on. Let's deliver this man, and then we'll talk about why I didn't learn how to ride the scooty until like few months back. Few days back. Like legit, like this week. This week or maybe last week, I don't know. I don't know how days go. I have my exams going on. I just had my eco exam today. I do not like economics. It's just not a good subject. I don't know why the economy needs to exist. It's not even real. Money is not real. It's just paper. I don't know why people care so much about it. I know I don't. That's why I stream to 0 people all the time, constantly. Anyway, God, this destination's far. There we are. Where's our next fare? I just kill him. New fare. Oh god, this car is trashed. We gotta fix this. Economy is important for some reason. That's what the government wants you to think. I'm telling you. It's all fake, I'm telling you. That's the truth. Damn, this is free speech. I'm speaking my mind here. The government is not real. No, wait, that's not what I said. The economy is not real. The government's also kind of fictional if you think about it, I mean, who decides people should, like, politicians should have power? Just don't listen to them. Just don't listen to them. It's easy. It's easy. I should become a president. But then if I do become a president, then you should listen to me. Because no one's opinion matters except mine. Anyway, yeah. So the reason I didn't learn how to, I didn't live like right next to the main road, alright. And this is the mainest road in the mainest locality, in the mainest city, in the mainest country in the world. I mean, India has a population of like a few billion people, just a few billion people, and Mumbai has a population of an equally large number of billion people, and the village, the locality where I live, that I will not tell you because I don't want to get jobs, is also having like an equally large number of, if not billion, at least like a million people. And yeah, long story short, I live student. That's what I learned in this stream. Exactly. I should become a teacher with all this knowledge I'm spreading across the world. Yeah. Anyway, so the way where I live is designed is that as soon as I step out of the building, I am met with at least a 50,000 cars going as fast as they can to avoid getting stuck at a signal. And yeah, I can't even cross the road, and I'm a grown man, and I cannot cross actually I can now, but it still takes me at least like 10 minutes just to jaywalk from one side to another to get like bread or something, because of how many billion cars there are trying to avoid getting stuck on the red light, which is just like a little far away from the building. It's not a good. It's clearly not good for someone that's learning how to ride the scooty, because there's just main road everywhere around me, and yeah, there's just no escape from that. So that's one problem. The second problem is I cannot take out the scooty. It's just because this scooty, I think it's been around for longer than her. Or maybe not longer than I have, because I remember when it came, but I was like 4 back when this scooty came. So I'm not gonna say it's older than me, but it's older than my sister, which is just as bad, because she's like 4 years younger than me. How much? 17 minus 4, 13. It's like 13 years old. The scooty is 13 years old, and nothing wrong. I mean, it still works if you define works as moves, because Yeah, it works the same way like a toy car works, the same way this taxi works. Not really, it's not getting anywhere. And also, it hasn't. Okay, Mumbai cars have it worst. Yeah, yeah, you're right. They do. I hate Mumbai. I hate Mumbai. People that live here, I'm sorry, I just do not like your city. Maybe I like it better after. To be fair, I moved here in the middle of a pandemic, so I've not seen like any of it. So it's fair for me not to enjoy it. But yeah, not a good experience. Not a good experience. Would not recommend. Um, anyway, what was I saying? All right, so this scooty, right? It's not been because we moved here in the middle of a pandemic, and even before that, it was just never used because why would you need to? You know, it's if you're gonna go far, you need just pull out, take like a car. If you're gonna go close by, just walk. The scooty is like a middle path that people have some evolved not to need, which is why it exists because what if in case, but it's just not used the same way you'd use any other vehicle. Anyway, what I had to do to like finally get it running, because again the battery is dead. The battery's been dead for at least like I'm gonna say 10 years. The battery's been dead for really long. So that's out of question. But so you can't battery start it. You gotta kick, and because of how inactive the engine is, because the engine is at negative activity right now, the scooty takes at least a few thousand kicks to start. I'm not exaggerating right now. I know you think I am, but I'm not. I'll tell. I had to go down multiple times just to get it started. So I think I came down at around like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I've had it up to here, and this is like 2 weeks ago when I eventually realized, okay, I cannot physically become an adult without knowing how to ride a scooty. So I came down and I started kicking it, right? Because I know that's how it starts. I start kicking it, and I'm kicking it, and a few minutes pass, and I'm still kicking it. It's been at least half an hour, and I'm kicking it, and there is no sign of it working. I know it has fuel inside because it had fuel inside 3 years ago, and that was the last time it was used. And also I can like open the fuel tank and check. It just has not. It's just that's just how old it is. And there was a notification that popped up, and I do not know where it came, but I know maybe maybe it's something in game. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. What was I talking about? If this flips, I'm gonna be mad. Oh no! Do not flip! Do not flip! Do not! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! No! Okay, that's that's the end of that. Wait. Oh, yeah, that went on for way longer than I thought it would. Good on me. Anyway, let's just do stupid things now, like steal a car. What was I saying? Oh right. So anyway, at this point I've been kicking the scooty for an entire hour. It's 8 o'clock. Both my legs hurt because I taught myself how to kick with the right leg. I'm left-legged and also left-handed, but in this case left-legged. And I had to teach myself how to kick with the right hand. Yeah, yeah. Right hand, right leg, not right hand. And yeah, I think it's like it just started to make those groaning sounds that a scooty makes usually 2 or 3 kicks in. I'm gonna say it's a good at least 1,000 kicks in that it just started showing signs of life. And I'm like, and by this point I was exhausted. I was drenched in sweat. I'm like, no way. I'm getting this on right now. I went home, had dinner, rested my legs for a bit. Then I'm like, all right. Then I got like the burst of motivation again. I'm like, all right, we're gonna start kicking again. And I did. I went back down and I started kicking because that's life. You gotta keep kicking. And I was kicking for another half an hour. Before the scooty switched on. And that's not even the end of it. That's not the end of it. Because I make it to the to the entrance of the building. Actually, no, I don't make it. I make it at least, I'm gonna say at least 3 human steps away when the scooty stops again. I have to give it another like 20 kicks just to get it started, and then I make it to the gate. Then it stops again, and because again, and then I told you how the exit is. I mean, how the outside of my building is. So I'm at the gate and I'm like standing, and there's like a billion cars zooming past, because it's I'm gonna say it's around 10:30 at night right now, and you have the 9 to 10 workers rush trying to get home, and it's just unavoidable, and you're screwed, and they're all rushing, they're all trying to get home on time on this pleasant Friday, and I have to wait for like a passing time. If I stop the scooty, then it switches off, and I have to give it another 20 kicks to get it started. So yeah, that's how that happened. Eventually, I took my dad's help to just get it moving. It stopped again at a traffic light, and then again after that too, and then once more after, just for good measure. It stopped a lot. It just stopped a lot. But eventually, I got it kind of like got into the swing of, okay, I know I've been useless my entire life, but now I have to start working. Zone that scooties are sometimes in, and it started running, and yeah, since then it's been nothing but smooth sailing. I'm lying. That's not true. That's not true. Uh, it's not. I think I'm okay at it. I think because I know how to ride the bicycle, that scooty is not that difficult. I do not like how heavy those things are. I can't. I can't even imagine how driving a bike would be like, because these things are heavier, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, because I don't. I mean, I get why scooties are heavy. It's because they have like things in the inside, the engine, as the liberals call it. The liberals and that engine hawks. Engines aren't real. Grow up. Anyway, so I know that it needs the goblins inside to spin around and make it work. But I just do not like the concept of it. Just cycling is just so much cooler. Plus, you're saving the environment. Cycle everywhere, guys. Everyone should cycle everywhere all the time. That's the takeaway here. Global warming is real, but engines are not. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. Did that rhyme? I think that rhymed. I should become a poet, or like a poetry. I should become a poetry. Yeah, I wanna learn how to drive a bike. Look at these things. They look so cool, even if they're. So pretty sure they're like 50 times harder to maneuver. But look at how cool they look. Look at how cool this guy looks when he's driving around. I could do this. I could do this. Yeah, I think you should. I think all scooters should come with like a controller, like a console, because I think I'm good with the console. It's just I could operate like a real vehicle with this console. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not with this, but with like a more sophisticated console, I could easily maneuver a real car. Is driving a car hard? I do not know if driving a car is hard. Never driven one, and eventually intend to, but I haven't ventured into that territory just yet. Please don't fall off. I didn't fall off. I'm a legend. I should do this stuff in real life. Surely nothing will go wrong. I think the reason I didn't venture into trying to drive the scooty is because the first time I took it out, uh, to go now. Bye bye. Bye, Gauri. Good one. Like a good day. I'm gonna get arrested here. No ACAB. Wait, let me just put in cheat because I can. Mm, was I streaming? No, it was last night. That's when I was streaming. I'm getting a lot of likes on the Twitter. You guys know, you guys heard of the Twitter, when you tweet stuff. And I'm gonna self-promote to the movie, to the movie nerds. Movie nerds, movie nerds, not movie nerds. The movie nerds are fine too, I guess. I'm gonna self-promote to them, get them to like and subscribe. I'm talking about movies. Click like, say hi, interact, plus need views. Thanks. Alright, perfect. Someone should come here now any minute to entertain me, even though I'm supposed to be the entertainment around here. I just refuse to take that responsibility. If I get arrested while nope, I'm gonna get arrested. I'm so gonna get arrested. Hold on. Oh, I made it out just in time. A legend. I'm a legend amongst men. Don't doubt my skill. One more person joins the chat, and I steal a taxi again. Start doing the mission. Even though I already did like a huge chunker. But listen, I'll do the pizza mission actually. That one's good. Even though it's ridiculously difficult. It's not difficult, just I've done it already, so it's repetitive. That's what it is. And I just have to do it like I think 15 times maybe. So not bad. Let's steal some money. I mean, take some money. Actually, I am taking. This is my money. Where are the nerds? I paid for nerds to be here. Oh yeah. The nerds are not here. I'm disappointed. I was counting on those nerds and they're just not here. Nerds, where are y'all at? I'm gonna talk to the nerds about this. Nerds, movie nerds, are y'all here? Okay, I'm just gonna talk about the movies I watched. Where was I? I think I was on. Kala Pathar. Kala Pathar is a good movie. I think I finished Kala Pathar. It's an anti-capitalist movie. That's the. What game is this? This looks new. It is very new. It's the latest release actually. It's GTA 6 as they call it. I don't know why I cancelled this mission. It's not even a bad mission. Wait, it's too loud. Holy shit, that's loud. I've been streaming for 43 minutes. It feels a lot longer. It feels like a lot longer. Movies, yeah. Anyway, Sound of Metal. Sound of Metal, I did not enjoy it as much as people told me I would. Some people told me it's as good as Whiplash, and I think I have to disagree on that one. Not that good. Not good. I'm sorry, it's just not that enjoyable. I'm sorry. It's a good movie. It's like reflective or something. Actually, it had me like thinking about it after I watched it. But so it's good in that sense. And I used Sound of Metal as an example in school when I had to talk about the poetry, like a poem where the world stood still or something like that. Keeping Quiet, I think that's the name of the poem. And I used it as an example of what silence could mean. Anyway, Kala Pathar is not a racist movie. It's an anti-corporate movie. So the premise of it is basically there's this Seth Dhanraj Puri who owns a coal mine and he's terrible to his work. It's basically a union movie. It's pretty much a union movie. It's what Jimmy Hoffa would have showed his guys in The Irishman. It's a pretty good movie. You gotta watch it. Amitabh Bachchan and Shatrughan Sinha. It's very alpha. Sound of Metal acting. Yeah, I guess the acting was pretty good. Yeah, the acting was. Yeah, I gotta agree on that one. It was just like a 3-star movie overall to me. I'm sorry to Sound of Metal enjoyers. I just did not enjoy it. Even the blind guy, the deaf guy, even he was pretty okay. It's just not a good premise, and People told me the sound design would be good, so I've pulled out like my fancy headphones and everything, and it was okay. Maybe people hyped it too much, and so I didn't enjoy it. But I just didn't enjoy it. Next, Naseeb, which is another Amitabh Bachchan movie. I watched 3 today. This month. Um, Naseeb is I think overall they say the word Naseeb in the movie Naseeb at least a good, less than 20 times, but around 20 times, which is, yeah, that's a lot of movie. That's a lot of roll credits moments, in my opinion. But yeah, it's if you know what you're going in for. Borat subsequent movie film, yeah, that's a. Yeah, it's definitely better than this one. Even though I just the second half of Borat just kind of. I don't like how Borat tried to almost inculcate a moral into it of sorts. When I can't tell if there was supposed to be satire or just poor writing. It's poor writing either way, but Borat's still fun. Especially the first half was hilarious. Talk about Ivar. We'll get to it. I'm going in order, alright? And Naseeb's Manmohan Desai. If you know what you're expecting in a Manmohan Desai movie, you will not be disappointed. Just a lot of unnecessary action, a lot of unnecessary family drama, a lot of unnecessary. It's just a very unnecessary movie. I'm so glad it was made. Next, we have La La Land. La La Land, 4 stars out of 5. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I went in not expecting to enjoy it because musicals aren't really my thing, which may sound weird because I watch a lot of Hindi movies, but no, not musical in the strict sense of like a self-aware musical. No thanks, sorry. But La La Land, I mean, because maybe it's because it was an homage, and also because Emma Stone is just like the greatest actress alive. I enjoyed it. Ryan Reynolds still not that likable of an actor to me, but he was alright in this. I think he's better in like comedic roles, or at least more fun roles than Blade Runner 2049 or Drive or whatever. That's just how I think of Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, La La Land. I like the soundtrack too. I still like find myself listening to that stuff. So yeah, good movie, good movie. Then I watched Bombay Summer, 3.5 stars out of 5. This was a really indie movie. It's very, very indie. Watch Young Girls of Rockport and then watch La La Land. Alright, I'll write that down. I won't write that down. Oh, you know what? Let me just put it in. Actually, no. Just tell it to me afterwards. Remind me. I'm gonna watch Solaris, by the way, today in the afternoon if all goes to plan. As soon as the stream's over at around 4:15 maybe, I'll watch Solaris until 6, and then I'll watch the rest of it tonight. Maybe, hopefully, and yeah, thank you. But I'll do that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh right, Bombay Summer is it's on Prime, which is how I was really surprised to find it. But I'm not watched Uncut Gems yet. I plan to. It's been on my list for a while, and I like what everyone's saying about it. I feel like it's a movie I'll enjoy, but I've not watched it yet. Actually, unironically, sometimes like Adam Sandler movies too. So make of that what you will. Maybe I don't think I'll be disappointed in Uncut Gems. I heard a lot of good things about it. I have to watch Punch Drunk Love or Love also. That's also on the list. Yeah, Bombay Summer. Anyway, you guys gotta check. I mean, it's not that you guys gotta check it out type of movie. I'm glad I found this kind of movie. It's not a movie I'd recommend to people. It's a movie that's like, I mean, especially for like the way it was made. I think it delivered on what it was trying to deliver really well, and the opening scene hooks you in pretty well, which is eventually just like a love triangle movie, which you don't expect when you first watch it, but and yeah, it's a well crafted movie for like a 2009 Hindi movie. It's very indie, and they deal with it pretty well. It's definitely underrated. More people should watch it, even if at the end it'll just get like a 3.5 on Letterboxd, maybe even lesser. I don't know. Then I watched Aranya Kandam. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but Malayalam movie, the first movie from the guy that made Super Deluxe. I just wanted to finish his filmography. I also watched like a short film he made, which is bullshit. It's like one of those Janhit Manjari wali movies, the short film. But this movie is pretty good. It's a 4.5 on 5, and it has Jackie Shroff in it, which I didn't know I was gonna see, and it's shot really well. It's directed really well. It's written really. It's not as good as Super Deluxe, but obviously it's not as good as Super Deluxe, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. A lot of people have spoken about this. I don't really have much to add. Whiplash. No, not Whiplash. That's not the Whiplash. That's like a short film that inspired not inspired, but like, man, just skip over this. Yojimbo, the director by Akira Kurosawa. That's the first Kurosawa I watched. I was gonna watch Seven Samurai, but then I decided I'll just watch this instead. And I'm not disappointed at all. It was fun. It was a fun watch. 4 stars. It's about this, and this is the movie that inspired the Fistful of Dollars, which is the first of the dollar trilogy, which eventually was caused the birth of everyone's favorite, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I could obviously see with the resemblance between Yojimbo and Fistful of Dollars, but honestly I did not follow the plot for either of those two movies. And yeah, you should probably check it out. You might not enjoy it. It's not a 5-star movie. It's not like a hard recommendation, but it's definitely something that I feel like more people should check out. Anyway, you can the Fistful of Dollars is definitely ripped off of Yojimbo, but I think in fact the entire samurai slash western genre with the Magnificent Seven and Seven Samurai and Yojimbo and Fistful of Dollars, I feel like samurai movies and westerns are very, very similar in their themes. At least good westerns. I've heard there's some pretty bad ones out there which do not fit this theme, but yeah, the good ones, they definitely feel maybe not inspired, but at least similar to, or in the same genre as the samurai movie, like a broader genre. Know what I'm talking about? No, you better know. Now it's Bandit Queen. Severely overrated. One second, I gotta drink water for this. God, I'm not built for streaming for this long. And it's only been like an hour. I think I'll pull it for another 15 minutes. I'll just finish talking about the movies and then I'll cut. We're getting to Diva, don't worry about it. We're getting to Diva. Oh yeah. I watched Bandit Queen because Dibankar Banerjee keeps talking about it and says it's the best Indian movie ever. Not true. I'm sorry, Dibankar, my man. Not true. Shekhar Kapoor, I'm sorry I held you in such high regard. You're not that good. The only reason Mr. India works is because of Salim Javed. I'm sorry, all of you. I actually don't like Dibankar Banerjee that much as a director anyway. It's not a bad director, but not that fun. And, he's made a few good movies, but like I had high expectations from Oi Lucky Lucky or two. Not that fun either. Anyway, Bandit Queen's not a bad movie. It's no Sholay, and I can see why a movie like that was made, and how it highlights social evil of rural India. But I liked the entire cast except I don't know who was playing the protagonist, the Bandit Queen, Fulan Devi. The actress was just terrible. She was just the worst at everything she was trying to do, and she made the character so like unlikable. That even when you are a character that is so easy to sympathize with, because Fulan Devi's life has been just the worst ever, because her character is so unlikable. The movie is just very difficult to watch. It's also difficult to watch because it's a very hard, because it wants to highlight social evil that exists. It shows social evil that exists, and it makes the viewer uncomfortable, which I guess was the point. But some movies have pulled it off better than this has. I can see why this is a good movie, and I can see why this movie had to be made, and totally not against that. I mean, at the end, I think even I learned something from this, and it definitely feels like one of the Shyam Benegal movies, if you know what I'm talking about. It's just would not rewatch this, would not recommend this to anyone. Sorry, Mr. Debunker. I'm sorry. Next we have Wiki Donor, which is so fun. It's not as great as any of the other Shujit Sarkar, Juhi Chawla works that I watched. And Shujit Sarkar's new movie is coming out. I'm excited for that actually. Pretty excited for that one. Shujit Sarkar has never disappointed yet. I don't think he will with this one. But Wiki Donor is easily his weakest works, which is in a way a compliment because Wiki Donor still stands its place. Bandit Queen is better than Sholay. No. No, just no. Sorry. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. As a film, no. As highlighting social, as a movie that highlights social evil, also no. I think Sholay dealt with social evil pretty well. No, it didn't. No, maybe Bandit Queen definitely is better than Sholay in highlighting social evil, but it just as a movie that I'd watch, no way. Nope. 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 No way. Sorry, Mr. Debunker, and sorry, Mr. Vaporf. Not gonna happen. Obviously, you can have your own opinion. I can tell why people like this movie. It's not a bad movie by any definition of the word. It's just not a movie I enjoyed watching. And yeah, anyway, Wicked One is a great movie. Wicked One is hilarious, and even though the characters are just not self-aware at all throughout the entire movie, it's like the characters don't know they're supposed to be real people. They just say things. Uh, no movie I've watched before felt like that, but Wicked One really does, and it makes way for the caricatures that rest of Juhi Chawla's work will follow, which works excellently. But here, because they were supposed to feel more like real people, like just like compare Ayushmann Khurrana's character in Gulabo Sitabo to the one in Wiki Donor. In Gulabo Sitabo, he's introduced as a caricature right in the very beginning. Even Amitabh Bachchan in Piku or in Gulabo Sitabo, they're caricatures because that's Juhi Chawla excels at writing caricatures. But here, because I think she tried to write real people, it just did not work as well as she hoped. Still a great movie though. Still a great movie. Shujit Sarkar is pretty good. Yeah. I think he's the most underrated. I hate using the word underrated, but I think it has to be said. Shujit Sarkar is really underrated. Like his entire filmography from Gulabo Sitabo, which is a lot of people didn't like it. I enjoyed it a lot. Wiki Donor's more else. I liked. Obviously, for its time, it also deals with the issue really well. Yeah, and while in the second half, it kind of loses focus and tries to become something else, and it works as that something else. Just that. I think I'd count Wiki Donor as more of like an experiment that Juhi Chawla and Shujit Sarkar did to figure out what works for them and what doesn't. And the experiment was a success, and they picked all the good parts of Wiki Donor and put it in all their other movies. And all their other movies are absolute bangers. I'll tell you what their other movies are, so you know which ones I'm talking about. Piku, Gulabo Sitabo, and hold on, let it load. Oh, the dialogues in Wiki Donor are hilarious. Gulabo Sitabo is not boring. Come on, it's hilarious. It's comedy gold. Once again, let's look at Juhi Chaturvedi's writing career. October goes. October actually follows the Shojit Sarkar formula better than Wiki Donor does, even though it's not a comedy at all, because it works at its strength, and that's just more enjoyable to watch. And Piku and Gulabo Sitabo was a good movie. I'm not arguing on that one. Obviously, a lot of people said it's not, so I liked it. It was fun. I liked watching Ayushmann Khurrana and Amitabh Bachchan mess with each other and just end up like losing. Also, the cinematography and the entire setting with Amritsar. Was it Amritsar? It was not. It was not Amritsar. I'm an idiot. Was it Amritsar? No, no, it was not Amritsar. Rab ne banagi jodi was Amritsar. This was Lucknow. This was Lucknow. I'm an idiot. Yeah, whatever. I'm just moving on to Fallen Angels. 5 stars on 5. Fallen Angels was great. I was not expecting this movie to be as good as it is. I wanted to watch Chunking Express today, but because Weber is putting putting pressure, I've instead decided to watch Solaris. And if I hate it, I'm gonna give it half a star. I won't even hesitate. I better not hate it. I've been threatened way too many times to watch it. Anyway, yeah, Chunking Express was not Chunking. Fallen Angels was great. I enjoyed the cinematography. It was very unique, and I also didn't realize the fact that it was made in the 1995, 1995, I think. That was wild. That's wild to me. It does not feel like a movie that old. The cinematography is great. It has the same vibe that Taxi Driver does, and it kind of hits the same spots in terms of the violence and stuff. But it also definitely has its own voice. October did work pretty well, yeah. Yeah, Fallen Angels has its own voice, and it's also funny. Which is sadly that's a parameter I judge most movies with. If it's not funny, it's probably not that good. That works for pretty much every movie ever. In my 5 stars, there's not one movie that exists that I won't call unfunny. That I'll call unfunny. They're all hilarious in at least one way or another. Even if the gags may sometimes feel pretty silly, I think they're all because humor is, but if a movie is funny, then the director is funny, and if the director is funny, then I agree with the director and his sense of humor. That's why I like Scorsese, because Scorsese, even in his more serious movies, he has a sense of humor with how he does things, and Kubrick does not. Neither does Nolan, and I can appreciate that, but I don't get that. I don't get that because if it's not funny, doesn't feel like they're having fun making the movie. Like Taxi Driver was not funny, but I still appreciate Taxi Driver a lot as a movie, because even when it's not funny, it has a sense of humor in the rawest sense of the word. There's like the whole the irony of the situation, I think, and the fact that Travis is not a character that the movie takes seriously, which is why Joker, even the Joker actually has jokes written down. Joker is not funny to me because even though it's literally called Joker, and even though it has like lines of humor in it, I wouldn't call it funny because it takes itself too seriously, and it's the equivalent of like laughing at your own joke. No, it's not. It's the equivalent of. It's the equivalent of telling people telling people they don't understand cinema if they found 2001: A Space Odyssey boring. That's what Joker is to me. Bleh. That was super stupidly controversial. Masan 5 stars again. Yeah, that was a good week. Masan on the 22nd. That actually this entire month since Bandit Queen has been good, because then I watched Wiki Donor, Fallen Angels, Masan, Dead Poet Society, and The Thing, and then Divar. So the end of the month went really well. Anyway, Masan was great. Masan's it's one of those movies that everyone tells you to watch. So I was a little hesitant about watching it because I was scared I wouldn't like it the same way I didn't like Bandit Queen, but Masan's as good as they say. It's honestly as good as they say. It's a movie that can feel pretentious at times, but you can enjoy it without enjoying any of the pretension that it comes with. So even though it's a movie about nothing, it feels that the nothing in that movie feels like it means something. if that makes sense. That does not make sense. That 100% does not make sense. Don't try to pretend it does. I'm just okay. Yeah, that's it. I think everything's been said about my son too. It's a good movie. Watch it if you've not. Dead Poet Society, also as good as they say. Was not let down by Dead Poet Society. It's at the start it feels like I view Dead Poet Society the same way I view School of Rock, in the same genre of sorts. They're definitely in the same genre. Cool teacher, uh, teaching kids how to live their life, and ultimately giving them like a life lesson. Except School of Rock has AC/DC and instead of Edgar Allan Poe or whatever. I'm not a poetry guy. My son first watch, yeah, it is. It is. I'm sorry. I should have watched it earlier, but again, I was like scared. I did not like it, so I didn't. I delayed it for as long as I could. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think Dead Poet Society, especially the second half, that gave it the extra half star over School of Rock, because the second half, it's very meaningful, meaningful in the in what it's trying to say, and I like that, and it has a good message, and it has a good story, and yeah, the when your movie ends with everyone in the class, not everyone, but almost everyone, like at least half a class saluting Robin Williams for his work, it has to be a good movie. Half star just for that. The Thing I've watched, and I watched it because Shook told me to, and Abhishek is him. He Mishandromix. I'm just saying words here. Uh, I watched it because of mood, and because everyone made Among Us references in the reviews for it on Letterboxd, and yeah, it's not a 5 star, but it's a 4.5, 4 star out of 5, which is again not a bad watch. I had fun watching it. I wasn't scared through any of it, which I don't think it sort of is a horror. Sort of is a horror, uh, the Thing. But yeah, I wasn't scared through any of it. But I had fun watching it, and I loved the effects. I think those effects are better than most CGI I have seen. No joke, yeah, they 100% are. Uh, I like how it just starts. It's like it just starts right at the beginning. It doesn't like waste any time. Also, I loved the score. Morricone's a genius. That's all. And the ending was great, and the cinematography, yeah, they're all fantastic. I love movies set in the snow. Just Fargo, this one, Heather. I have like an aesthetic about them, which if you nail perfectly, and if not a Christmas movie, it's bound to be a good movie. Next, I watched Divar, which was the final movie for the month. Oscar deserved in Dead Poet Society. Which other movie is nominated? Because 95 was a good year. 7 came out the same year. Was it 95? 89. Okay, yeah, maybe. Wait, is Blood Simple came out in 84? All right. For 80, yeah, probably Oscar probably deserved. Same genre, no. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Not same genre, but the same niche. Very similar concepts. Jack Black and Robin Williams, two very kind of chill people. Uh, that get into a school. Both of them are kind of like comedies. Uh, they get into a school. Both of them making fun of the education system and how flawed it is for not promoting creativity. Uh, Both of them involve like a teacher getting all fun with the students, and eventually getting like kicked out of the school for it, but still going out with a bang. Jack Black becoming a music guy and ending with an epic concert, and Dead Poet Society ending the way it does. Dead Poet Society took a very, very vague turn in the second half. I cannot. That got to me, dude. I kind of saw it coming when it happened, but I didn't know that would act that I would be gifted with the sense of the the prophecy would be true. I did not want what happened to have happened. I was so not prepared for that. That got me, dude. I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just move on to The War, which is the final movie. And wow, good, nice, awesome, fantastic movie. 5 stars. Another Amitabh Bachchan flick. This one's a lot more heavy on the subtext, and it's definitely one of the better scripts I've seen in a Hindi movie, or in any movie for that matter. Especially for its time. Was it 75? Yeah, definitely. Is it? I think it's like my second favorite Amitabh Bachchan movie after Sholay. Yeah, 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 definitely. And Anand. I think my ranking was Sholay, Anand, Diwar. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, it like drags quite a bit, and there's like those song sequences I do not enjoy. While in Anand, they were enjoyable because Rajesh Khanna made them. Uh, it was Rajesh Khanna, right? Yeah. This one just not as good, but still a 5 star movie just because it's Diwar. So it's Diwar, man. What are you gonna do? The action sequences were great, especially because I later realized this is the action sequence that would eventually carve all of the action sequences in Hong Kong cinema, which is just whack to me that Hong Kong cinema owes its action to Diwar. Diwar borrowed it from Bruce Lee, I'm pretty sure, from Enter the Dragon, I think. But the way Amitabh Bachchan pulls it off is because Amitabh Bachchan is no Bruce Lee in terms of people he can beat up. Like my ranking of people in power level would be number 1 Cliff Booth, number 2 Bruce Lee, and number 3 Amitabh Bachchan. So yeah, Amitabh Bachchan is nowhere near someone that could beat up Bruce Lee or even go toe to toe against Cliff Booth. But what was I saying? Oh right, the way they made it seem as if he's beating people up for the first time, because this is the first time that Indian cinema had one guy fighting many people. And eventually it became like a staple for all of Indian action movies and become kind of like a joke. But when this happened for the first time, yeah. Also the writing by Salim Jawad, fantastic, fabulous. So the circle ending and everything, ooh. And the subtext that is not exactly subtext because it's kind of on screen, so it's on the nose. And that's just like when the two brothers go on separate paths. Oh yeah. It's very, very cliche, but it works because it works. I'm not gonna complain about it. And finally, for the last movie that I watched, it's not even a movie I watched in September. This is a movie I watched last night. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh right, this is a movie I watched last night. I do regret it. It's called Sabrina. It's an Indonesian movie. It was not a good movie. It's a 1.5 star. It officially breaks my streak of watching so many good movies in a row. But yeah, Sabrina 1.5 stars. Bad movie. It just has. So the thing is, first I looked at the 1.7 rating on Letterboxd, and I'm like, huh, it can't be that bad, can it? Because I was like a little bit into it, and I'm like, I thought I'm gonna like be lower than the ratings, and I give it a 2 star out of, but it was 1.7. I'm like, is it really that bad? Am I enjoying this too much? But because the first like maybe 40 minutes are almost a normal movie, but at the end of that 40 minutes you're like, okay, this horror movies are gonna get over, right? It's gonna get over, right? And there's another 1 hour 20 minutes left. What happens is, where most horror movies end, this movie wasn't even at the interval yet. This The entire second half is just these people messing with the ghost, repeatedly getting stabbed, somehow surviving, getting stabbed again, somehow surviving, getting stabbed again. Doll creeps in, more ghosts creep in. It's just weird. Then there's like the additional backstory and shit. It's just very unnecessary. This movie could have been 5 minutes long if they wanted it. Not 5, but maybe it like half an hour long. I don't know why it was made the way it was made. It's paced terribly. It's not even scary. There was like one jump scare that kind of got me, and normally jump scares don't get me, so maybe good on that, which is why it got the 1 star. Otherwise it would have been a half star, but just for that one jump scare. It wasn't even a good jump scare. I think I just caught off guard, which is the point of jump scares, but still not a good movie. Don't watch Sabrina. Do not watch Sabrina. It's terrible. It's terrible. Also, I'm coming to realize it's like the third of a trilogy, and I feel bad for the people that watched the first two and then came to this, because the first two are equally bad, according to the ratings anyway. Yeah, that's that. And we're done. That's the last movie. I watched it yesterday night with my friends. And, watching it with friends is fun, because terrible horror movies with friends is always fun. But I think that's why I gave it the half star. The 1 star is for the jump scare, and half star is for my friends being funny. I'm being way too lenient with this movie, guys. Being way too lenient. 1.5 stars is not what it deserves. It deserves 0 stars. It deserves not to be watched. My favorite horror movie is probably The Ring. Have you guys watched The Ring? There's a ring in that one, so that makes it good. No, it's not. I like the ending of The Ring, and by the ending I mean the literal ending, because that's how you end a movie. Because it's completely unexpected, and I like where they went with it, and it worked. So yeah, The Ring is it my favorite horror movie? It wasn't even that. Actually, yeah, it probably is my favorite horror movie. I've not watched it. I didn't like Tumbad as much as IMDb seems to. I think IMDb just inflates the votes for mediocrely okay Hindi movies that are mediocrely popular. Just because Tumbad doesn't have like a mainstream Hindi film actor doesn't mean it's that good, guys. IMDb. You're being over with this. You're being unnecessary with this voting thing you guys do. Anyway, maybe that's my opinion. Maybe Tumbad's actually good, and I just did not understand the complex themes which are very on the nose. Maybe I'm just like that. Who knows? Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Goodbye. Hope I'll see you all in the next one. And holy shit, I'm sweating. I'm gonna switch on the fan as soon as this gets over. Oh god. Yeah. Alright, how do I enter? How do I do it? Switch on face cam. How do I end stream, guys? How do I end it? How do I end it? How do I end the stream? I don't know how I'm gonna end the stream. Where's my end stream button? It's on Google Chrome, and Google Chrome's being a pain. I was gonna play the Taxi Driver theme through all of this, but I didn't, and I don't regret it.